So last year for Suicide Awareness Month, I had posted a video about myself and my own struggles. It's a year later, and I have been doing ketamine infusion treatments, and I just wanted to talk a little bit about that and how that has changed my life. It's definitely been a roller coaster. It goes up, it goes down. I have my good days, I have my bad days, but I have a support system, my fiance, my doctor, my therapist, my friends. So when I have problems, I can get to the other side quicker than I used to. The ketamine reignites something in my brain that hasn't been working properly, and that helps suppress my depression. It was very bad for a very long time, and that's why for years and years and years I turned to drugs. And then when I gave up cocaine 2012, June 2012, I then turned to drinking, and drinking was my crutch. I gave that up when I had my daughter, but it became a problem again after. And in January 2020, I got sober when my life fell apart. My relationship at the time of 6 years had fallen apart, and I had no choice but to either get completely sober, or who knows exactly what would have happened. But I decided that was it. I was done with alcohol, and that changed my life big time. But that also meant there was a lot of room for the noise in my head, just everyday life. It got to me a lot easier. Things would set me off a lot easier. I didn't have a crutch anymore. I didn't have something to quiet the noise, to stop the chaos. All I had was myself. And growing up, I was never taught how to deal with my emotions, how to process things. It was a very Stepford life. So let's portray that everything is fine, but really, the family behind that is crumbling. They just don't want to admit to it. So I was told pretty much to suppress everything, just keep shoving it down and down and down. And I did for a very, very long time. I was sexually abused by a family member at a young age. I was molested by somebody else. There was a lot. And instead of seeing a problem and taking it on, everything was just pushed down or pushed to the side or made to seem like it didn't matter that much. There was tons of gaslighting. And I now am here to break that cycle. My family did so much and got so far, and it can't continue on. So I'm trying to change that. I'm trying to be better for myself, for my daughter, for my fiance, for our kids, for everybody. And it's not easy, but with therapy and my infusions, it has given me a quality of life I haven't had in the past. I've been able to start to regulate my emotions instead of just feeling everything and it coming out. There has been a lot that's gone on in my life just in the past year. At 34 years old, I had found out when I came to America, my birth certificate was not correct. So for 34 years, I was celebrating the wrong birthday. My birth mother told me the end of, or in the beginning of October last year, when I sent her a copy of my birth certificate, that it was wrong. The date was wrong. So this year, in 2021, was the first year at 35 years old I actually got to celebrate my birthday. Most people would be like, okay, whatever. But when you have as much of a awkward past as I do, it's hard. My whole life was essentially a lie. It was all built on a lie. My adoptive parents were not great by any means. They both have their own faults, and I mean, yeah, I don't have a relationship with them anymore, because that's what's best for me and for my mental health. And honestly, I don't think they really care. I was a Band-Aid that they used to try to fix their failing marriage. And then both of them let me know that I wouldn't say loved. They both made it very clear that had things been differently, they wouldn't have ever gotten me. And I know that my mother has a serious drinking problem. My father and I haven't had a relationship for half of my life, and I'm okay with that. That's stuff I've all had to move past. And that's stuff that with ketamine and therapy, I'm able to work through. I'm able to start processing all of that. I still have a long way to go, but I'm not where I was a year ago. I am a lot mentally stronger. I mean, I'll have my problems. I'll admit it, I do. But it's just not what it used to be. My depression and anxiety don't affect me like they did. And that was just something I wanted to touch on for this video. I'm gonna do another one talking about some other things, but this was mainly because I have had people ask what I'm doing and how I've gotten to this point. And it's with love and support from my fiance, my friends, my doctor, my therapist, and a lot has to do with the ketamine. It has really changed my life. It really makes me feel different. It makes life not suck as much. It's not something most people have heard of. It's not something a lot of people would try. But when you have no hope for anything else, or you're done dealing with the noise in your head, you have to take drastic measures sometimes, and ketamine was a lifesaver. It has changed my life big time. No, I'm not going out doing like street drugs. It's in a doctor's office. There's an IV. I actually went today. They just stick an IV in. They do the infusion. Sometimes it's the infusion and I just listen to music. Other times it's the ketamine assisted psychotherapy, and my therapist then talks to me and we figure out different things that have happened that I've suppressed or I don't understand, and that cause my night terrors or can cause PTSD flashbacks. So it's not something many people have heard of. It's not something that many people would do, but for me, it's changed my life. My depression is nowhere where it used to be. And I thought that was just something I should put out there, because it gets hard, and doing it in the ways they try to force you with AA or NA and going into psych hospitals or this, that, and the other thing, it doesn't work for everybody. And I'm one of those people. So regular medicine for my mental health wasn't gonna work. I'm not big on taking pills. It terrifies me, actually. So I didn't want to have to take something every single day. I get an infusion once every 3 weeks, and I also have a medical marijuana card. So my medicine is smoking marijuana daily, every day, and that helps me. So this was just a little touch on what's been going on in the past year, and I feel like a lot of people are gonna have questions, and I'm all for it. My life is essentially gonna be an open book. I'm done hiding what's happened to me. I'm just not gonna do it anymore. So I will talk about my struggles. I will answer questions. If somebody just needs to talk, feel free to reach out to me. I've recently reconnected with somebody I went to high school with that I wasn't good friends with in high school. We knew each other, but that was it. And he has become somebody I talk to almost every single day, just checking in, because he struggles too. So we've made a bond now. So if you're struggling, if you have a problem, reach out. If you want to talk to me, I'm here. Message me. But it gets better. There's always more to life. So keep trying, keep fighting, don't give up.